Hey guys, welcome back to Harrison Family Farm. I'm Tyrone. Appreciate you joining us today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, as well as catch us on Instagram and TikTok. Coming back to you today, just finishing up those projects I kind of mentioned to you guys a video or two ago. I can't remember exactly, but essentially getting that pivot wheel back on the back of the brush hog, getting it welded and getting that piece off of the back of the brush hog. So you can see I've taken off the post hole digger, put the brush hog on it, and this is the pin that come loose from the wheel, and I can't get it out because the old weld is too big to come through this hole. So now I'm gonna take a grinder, grind it down so it'll come back through, and then after that I will try to weld it back together. And here's the other piece. You can see the other side of that previous weld, that's right there. And I was messing with it with that air grinder earlier, don't mind that. Yeah, it's heavy. But I'm gonna try to get you guys set up somewhere, and I'm gonna actually just go ahead and jump into what I need to be doing. Looky there. Looky there. Whew. Got her out and got her clean. Camera finally focused. Naturally, it's a little warm right now. So, I think I'm gonna come over here. I'll actually bring that over there. Clean it up too. Okay. Let's see. How do we want to be saved? So. Alright, I think it's going to do it for that. And now, it's time for the actual weld. Oh, sorry for the bounce. And so by no means am I a welder. I just have this flux core welder I got from Harbor Freight, made by Titanium. Caught it on sale about a year or so ago. I haven't used it much. Just on projects here and there. And so I know it's a little lightweight for what I'm trying to do, but hopefully it can pull me through. And so I'm gonna get things set up. I'll get you guys set up and we'll get to trying to put this pivot wheel back together. Alright guys, so I believe that I've gotten that pretty much attached, or at least as well as I'm going to be able to. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I was having power issues with the generator. It's not able to keep up with that welder, and so it's causing me to lose my arc as I was trying to weld, which makes it even more sloppy, although I'm not a welder by any means. So it's a rough looking weld, but let's hope that it's functional. The other thing I need to do though is try to put a blade on this brush hog's, try to put an edge on the brush hog blades. So guess I'll get into that next. Actually, I forgot, I have one more welding project, which is the muffler to the tractor. So I'm gonna hit it with the grinder a few times and then we'll go ahead and throw it on as well. what can we do? Oh, we can see about putting our pivot wheel back on. Obviously, I'm gonna have to start the tractor to get it lifted a bit before I can proceed. Oh, she don't mind running at all. Got it back in there. I need to knock this off. I don't have the tool that knock the flux off. And I don't know if you guys know, but yeah, muffler's working too. Tractor's a lot quieter than it's been in recent times. So yeah, those two things I definitely wanted to do while I had the welder with me, had it out. And like I said, the next thing I want to do is get under this get under this brush hog and try to sharpen the blades and put an edge on the blades. Let me see if I can. Man, it's a hot one here. It is a hot one. guys. So yeah, made good on my word. Like I said, I was gonna bring you guys along when I did get around to fixing that pivot wheel, as well as putting an edge on those brush off blades. In other news though, do have some bad news. Those of you that recall, in one of our recent videos, I showed you Copper, and she wasn't doing well. And long story short, she ended up dying, unfortunately. Tried to do a lot of different things, couldn't pinpoint what it was, and I think ultimately what caused it was bloat. I might have been I was a bit late on the ball as far as diagnosing, because at first I thought it was like worm related or something to that extent. Did get in contact with our local vet, ended up tubing her, and saw instant relief, but saw her stomach immediately go down, and I probably will insert that footage here or somewhere in there as I'm talking, because there's not a lot to hear there. But anyway, was able to insert the tube, get some gas pressure as well as some liquids, some fluids off of her, and thought she was going to do okay and make a recovery, because she did kind of perk up almost instantaneously, and then kept giving her electrolytes. And what else did I give her? Gave her a small dose of ivermectin, but that was again like when I thought it might have been worm related. But yeah, ended up calling the vet. Vet said it was bloat, and yeah, tubed her, left her for a little bit, gave her, like I said, gave her some what is the name of that stuff? I just said it. Anyway, I gave her some electrolytes. Yeah, gave her some electrolytes. That kind of perked her up too. And then I had to go to work, left for a few hours, returned, and she was gone. And yeah, just really, really unfortunate. You know, she was full of energy and just a really pretty animal too. And Lord knows we haven't had her long, so definitely a sad day on the farm. But you know, it's like one of those things, like what couldn't you do? But just try to be on the lookout, making sure we're being meticulous about looking at the other animals. And I mean, consequently, as a result of what happened with Copper, all the animals have now been treated, just the regular rundown of what we go through, which is like wormer for the goats, and then ivermectin for the cows. And so it was just like, let's just treat everybody on that note, even though, like I said, we ultimately determined and found out that it was bloat. It never hurts, you know, just to stay ahead of the ball. That way we can be preventative versus trying to react to something. And as you can see, I got the goats moved. They're up front now, for the moment anyway. The last two, you know, minus Copper. So they're up here having at it. I don't see any signs of any issues with either of them, keeping a close eye out on them. They look perky, look healthy, as well as everyone else. But one thing I did do, skip that. So one thing you might find surprising though is that, Sophie, not the star right now, chill out. One thing you might find surprising is that the head count on the farm has not changed though. We lost Copper, like I said, but we in turn ended up getting another animal, and this time we got a barn cat. And I don't know if you can hear her meowing in the background, but I'll show it to you guys in just a second. I was actually on a customer site, and a tenant of a customer of mine, you know, just kind of approached me, was like, hey, would you like a cat? And at first I told her no, and then she kind of explained the situation to me, and I was like, you know what, come on, let me have it, because the cat was fairly feral or wild, she was saying, and that you know, she told me it had been neutered or spayed rather, and that she could tell because his ears were clipped. And so kind of sold me on it, because one thing we do need is definitely a barn cat. I see a lot of mice out here. Actually, earlier today I recorded some kind of wounded baby possum And I'm not saying that to be funny. It was literally like a wounded baby possum. And I could tell it was messed up because I saw like a wound on his back. But even beyond that, the fact that it was so comfortable being so close to me made me fear that it might have been rabid. So that's another reason Sophie's up. I didn't want her to try to engage it, and you know, she in turn contract rabies or something to that extent. You just don't know, you know. It didn't look right, and it was an unusual encounter between a human and a possum, if you will. But without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the beautiful Miss hey baby Freya. Got her in here for now just so she can get accustomed to the area. And I'll just put some hay down and some bedding to help keep cool rather than this hot wire. And then she has plenty of water and food, but she is gorgeous. And if you just look at her eyes, she is amazing. And a sweetheart. Like, she is so look at her. She just wants me to rub on her. She is a sweetheart. And I'm not even a cat person, I'll be honest. If it were not a functional cat as it relates to the form, you know, I would not be on board. But she's gonna make it hard not to love, obviously. And so, and so yeah, I had her out and playing with her, but I want her to get used to the area, and I'm just gonna kind of graduate her into kind of larger spaces on the property until she's just out. So, you know, I'm gonna take her from that small pen. I'll probably put her in Sophie's kennel after a while, once I cat proof it, which means some type of something to go over at the top. I can't cover it completely, but I got to put something up there to keep her from climbing out, and maybe some other things. But yeah, hey guys, you got something on you? Is that dirt? I guess so. But yeah, I gotta cat proof it first, and then I'm gonna get her moved there, and then that way she can look around and see what home is, and when I let her go, know where to come and stick around and hang out at. Sophie, it ain't your time, baby. But yeah guys, I'm gonna actually get the tractor started. Well, first I'm gonna clean up my mess a bit, kind of put some of my tools and things away, and then I'm gonna get the tractor fired up and see if I can't make a pass or two on this grass. Never cut it with the brush hog before. This will be my first attempt at doing so, and I say it like that just because you can see there's water in it now, but there's a valley down there, or a ditch. And so I just kind of curious about how cutting it will turn out. This side I'm not immediately worried about. I think I'm gonna start on this side and try to take it up to the corner, and naturally I need to do the side that's in the front of this too on that corner. But just want to do my trial error this evening. If it goes well, I don't know, maybe I'll get carried away and keep going, but we shall see. I don't know if I'll bring you guys along for that, but I might try. So I'm gonna get cleaned up, and I'll check back in either to take you with me or to end the video in a minute. She pulled up worried about me.
It's 100 degrees outside and he's at work.
Okay, guys, sorry for the brief interruption. I just wanted to show you guys kind of the progress made. There it is. That's just one swipe. I did break the wheel we just fixed though. I got to use a stronger welder. And like I said, I was having problems with the generator. Angela's still here. Hold on, did I get her? Yeah, I got her.
Feeling better now?
Feeling better. She's coming to check on me. But so yeah, still got work to do, but we were able to at least get a pass. And like I said, I still got more to do. But thank you for joining us, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. Catch us on Instagram as well as TikTok. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.